Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to the4review.com. My name's Slav.
I'm Tim.
I'm Brad. Steve.
And today we review Medal of Honor
Warfighter.
And Medal of Honor Warfighter was this huge. It was huge. It was huge. It was all over YouTube.
Hype.
Yeah. Battlefield next.
Media here, investment over there, throwing money for publicizing there.
And we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna slice it up, show you guys what really is the truth about the game. Now let's just start with single player. Just wrap single player for you guys real quick. What do you guys think?
Weak story.
Not the best of feature in that whole game. Yes.
I have nothing to add.
That's what I like. That's my take on it.
Alright, okay. Let's just quickly let's talk about a couple of good things. Let's throw the good things out that we really liked about this game. I'll start firstly. This game does look good. For consoles, it looks good. I'm gonna say that. If you go to PCs, it doesn't look as much anymore. It looks good. They still have a little damage there, you know what I mean, like Battlefield does. But not as much.
No, not like Battlefield does.
No,
Yeah,
no,
damage
no.
is minimal. That's the least, like...
Yeah, not as much as Battlefield, but there is stuff, like, you know, you will have stuff
There's 4
breaking.
boxes throughout the entire game they will blow up.
Yeah.
feels
Well, there's a few boards too.
That's what
We're
it
getting
feels.
stuck that they might break.
Alright, I mean, in my opinion, I like the graphics. That's fine. If you guys want anything else to
Yeah, we're
add?
good. But destruction, nah, I'm not gonna give it to it. It's not even... It's not legit.
Another nice thing was the different selection of fire modes for pretty
Yes.
much every single gun,
Yes.
like main gun that you had. You could either switch from semi-auto or burst fire, full. I mean, depending on the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah.
That was good.
Solid.
Which is also another cool thing to add was that you can switch from iron sights in some guns. You can go from like really far iron sight to close up, like just kind of. It was cool. It was
Iron
adjustable
sights for close
scope
up,
zoom.
2 scopes.
Yes.
For far away.
And
I'm
also
sure
that
you
like
can
little red dot to like an ACOG, that was pretty sweet.
Yeah. That you could get ammo from your partners no matter where you were in the game. If you're running low, you can just run up. As long as it's a mission starting gun, you can grab ammo, which was really nice.
Best car scene, best car scene following the worst car scene in any game, but the best one it's probably the best car scene in the whole gaming industry. I mean, it was awesome. I think it's rivals, and if not better than any of those old school driver games. I don't know if any of you guys played those driver games. Those things were awesome. This
Yeah.
is just,
Is that the one with Vin Diesel?
No.
No,
Old school PlayStation
this is what Vin Diesel probably wanted to become, this guy and driver.
Yeah, it was almost reminds you of like Born Identity, Mini Cooper scene, just phenomenal, trying to like escape stuff.
I like that you didn't have to pick up any side intel.
Yes.
throughout the entire game.
Yes.
It makes you don't have to bother playing it a second time.
Yes.
It's not worth playing a second time.
Yes.
The cover system was really nice and easy to use. You could run behind cover, easily hit L2, and then you could peep out by still being in the cover, and you could just lean, shoot some guys, lean back in, let your health.
Yes,
I mean,
about L2.
That was nice, but I actually never ever used it until I realized that like towards the end of the game. Oh.
Yeah, but if you do realize it, it's actually really nice.
If you're playing on hard mode, it's nice.
Yes.
It's fluent, smooth.
Yeah,
it's not
it's
overly
well developed.
complex. Yeah.
If you guys have anything else to like about the game, mention now or forever hold your peace. And then we'll get to the cons.
That's
No.
pretty much got everything right there.
Not too much, is there?
Yeah,
That's the match.
Short list.
Now, let us move on to cons.
Oh.
Wait, let us stop. Reverse that.
Okay, we're reversing.
Let's back that
up.
This is a pro, but this is for single player. This is for multiplayer. I'm just gonna add this in. Pro for multiplayers, you do not have to have an online pass to play online anymore. EA took them out. Thank you.
Yes, very nice.
Okay, now let's get to multiplayer. Let's get to the cons of single player.
Cons. Well, I'm going to talk about one that I found. It was cool at first. There's a breaching method to get through different doors, and then you have different unlocks. You can do it different ways, which was cool until like you're on the 5th mission and you're hitting the 3rd door you have to breach repeatedly, and it's just kind of boring. It's like, do I really have to breach the door? Can we check to see if it's unlocked? Or we gotta barge in like crazy assholes?
It's like just imagine walking into your house and every single door you have to breach. Okay,
Pretty much. If there's a closed door, they breach it. They don't even like, let's open it. No, let's breach this one, guys. We've got this.
Another con about single player I didn't like was the fact that you'd expect this game to be more like realistic when it comes to bullets shooting through things. They kind of mention a little bit, but sometimes you'd be like shooting through wood planks, you'd be shooting through like thin pieces of metal, and the enemy's not getting lit up at a ball. Like you're behind a rack, you're shooting this guy that doesn't die.
Yeah, there's a kitchen sequence where it's like boxes of food on a shelving, and like he'd be nailing the shotgun, and they're just still standing there.
Yeah, or like
in real life,
they're hiding behind like a sheet metal wall. Like a freaking BB gun can pierce through a sheet metal wall, but your guns, nah, dude, that thing is like
full metal jackets will not go through.
Thing's a beast.
in real life, it's a little different. Holy shit!
Firing a gun like that, my ears are ringing right now.
Thing's a beast.
In real life, it's a little different. Mate, you guys want to mention a couple more comments?
I got a comment. Genuine comment. Alright, so in the beginning, you start off, you like start raiding these pirate like little bay, and you go in there and start taking stuff out, but you get shot by a sniper, and I guess it hits you somewhere where it doesn't hurt you at all. But when you're tracking down all like the bad insurgents, they all get sniped in the head, perfect clean shots, every one of them. But yet, when they're trying to kill you, though, nobody knows how to aim. I don't get it.
The con that I felt, the AI, your whole AI partners, they sucked. They couldn't even do that much damage. The only thing they were good for was pretty much just giving you ammo. That was the only reason. They didn't
moral
even
support.
draw fire, really. Like, anytime you were exposed, that's automatically where the game shot at.
Yeah, pretty much, dude. They sucked.
Story was. I don't know if you guys mentioned story.
We said it was weak. There were some of the character designs, you know.
I don't think they're flawed. I enjoy the fact that the woman in the game did not look like Megan Fox. You know,
She was very homely looking.
Yeah, she's very, very motherly looking.
Yes. Release the oars, in my opinion. But hey, what do I know?
That little girl was so where do they find that facial like model? I know. Straight up so good from Lord of the Rings. Oh my god.
No, but I mean, it's just the game single player overall. It's nothing nothing exciting. It's not really like Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3 was actually pretty cool scenery. And Medal of Honor is kind of like repeating it. You're kind of like, oh man, you know, and it doesn't do as much job because you don't have vehicles as you would.
There's literally nothing good about the single player except for that car scene.
And in my opinion, the little robot I get to use. I don't know if you guys like the robot.
I thought it was so clumsy, and
it was only fun because it was so overpowered with like unlimited grenade launcher.
The
grenade was cool with the machine gun on it. Sucked because
it was forced.
Spray,
yeah, it was like a forced burst.
But it wasn't. Yeah, it's not like you could control how long it was firing. It would just do bursts.
Like a 10-round burst, and then you have to wait like a second and another 10-round burst.
That first car chase scene was probably a minute and 30 seconds too long from being a minute and 45-second car chase.
Yes.
Just, it felt like 5 hours of following this guy through these little shanty back streets. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Trash.
That's true.
Luckily they followed up with another car scene, because the first one was
very cool. The second one's very fun to watch, even if you're not flying. You're like, this is awesome.
Would you guys? I mean, would you guys get this game just for the single player aspect? Would you guys buy it? Would you guys say, okay, you know what I mean?
Somebody let me borrow it for free, I'd be like, yeah, why not?
I would ask someone to cut out just that car scene and take away everything else and just let me play that car.
How good is multiplayer in your guys' opinion?
It's good they let DICE handle it.
Yeah, I'm so glad they let DICE handle it, because like, if that company made Medal of Honor and their only part was a single player, they botched that. So luckily they weren't working on the multiplayer. Someone else took it over.
It was, you know, once you got into a match, you know, it was all right. You know, pretty fluent with everything. Nothing was too choppy, except the main menu screen for the online was just overly complex for no reason. Like, I don't know if someone was like, hey, you know how you can easily find your way through a multiplayer screen like in Call of Duty or Battlefield 3? Well, fuck that. Let's make it complicated.
Where is Waldo? It's trying to find Waldo.
Seek and you shall find. Search.
Multiplayer itself is not, in my opinion, it's not worth playing.
No. I mean, if you don't want to deal with all the updates of Battlefield 3, I would suggest getting it.
It's true.
But for the sheer, it's overly confusing when you get to the main menu.
In this multiplayer, you choose a nation, and then whatever nation uses guns, that's the guns you start off with. You know what I mean? And when you level up, you get another person from another nation. You can use him then and his gun. What they should have done is just let's choose a nation and then just unlock guns for all the nations. You just pick. You know what I mean? I thought it was kind of crappy.
Better approach. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I did like the multiplayer in this game. It was good, especially if you had a buddy. It would have been tremendous. Just going through with you and your favorite friend, just running around wrecking house. But Otherwise, it's not the best.
Yeah, leveling up is horrible.
Yes.
It's so confusing how to put stuff on your guns. It's even more confusing how to select different guns.
The leveling is completely unrewarding. It's not like you unlock better guns as you level up. You just unlock different guns. All the guns have like different specs, but none is clearly better than the previous one. So it's just like, what the heck's the point?
One thing that stands out from all the games, what they did was like you have a buddy system. So you another person, and if your other person's getting shot at, it shows you where he's getting shot from. And if he dies, it shows you the killer. So you have like 5 seconds to run out there to kill him before he disappears off the grid, which is really neat. But at the same time, it's kind of annoying because it's the same thing for the opponents. Then they can see you shooting it. It makes it faster paced, but at the same time, you can't really be like. You know, you don't have that feeling like Battlefield where you just like sit in a corner and gun down 50 guys and they don't know what's coming after. You know what I mean? That type of thing.
Behind and stuff, because you can't do that in this one either. You're playing a multiplayer map, and they had one where it's kind of like a crates thing where you're blowing up defenses and stuff like that. Your objectives you got to take out. If you can't sneak behind, it'll be like you're going into enemy territory. And
Yeah,
no, I know that. I want to do that.
Yeah.
Stupid.
That's what it does. What you do.
They also had the buddy spawn, where like
That
the
was cool.
guy you're playing with, you can spawn on him, which doesn't work out in your favor because like it could be right when you spawn grenade.
Yeah, I mean it's like Battlefield 3 where you spawn your teammates, same thing as buddy spawn.
Yeah,
That's what it is. Multiplayer server is probably like 5 servers that are playing right now on it as of today, which is November 7th. There's like 5 different servers that are playing. Not much games to play.
Yep. Definitely not worth it. I mean, there's way better multiplayer titles out there.
What would you guys give this game a rating out of 10?
4. Just wasn't all that entertaining. Like I said, like get it free, maybe play it for a little.
I would give this a 5. It is definitely no AAA title. It exceeds in no aspects, except for the car scene.
I'm also gonna have to go with a 5. It's pretty neat.
Yes!
It's nothing special.
There we
I don't
go.
know. I wasn't grabbed and sucked into the story. Like, it had decent graphics, but it didn't have an overpowering story. The gameplay was mediocre. It was just nothing to make me want to play.
I, on the other hand, have to give this game a 6 because they try to make it authentic, which will not be appealing for gamers, but which is still good. The multiplayer is not bad. There's nothing really bad about the game. It's just, other than the menu setup, it's just nothing's good. Nothing's really like, oh man, this is better than average. You know what I mean? It was just, why buy this when we already have something better out there?
Exactly.
For the same
Nothing's
price.
pulling you towards the game, but nothing's repulsing you away from the game. It's
So
just,
that's why it goes 6, which is above average, which I think is just because it did have, like, it stood out. It did a nice flow. But the average is
5.
5 out of 10. Which I think is more than fair for this game as an average. Alright, gamers. Well, I hope you guys enjoy the show. See you next week or next time for the next gaming event.
yeah, don't buy this game.